Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In my last video, I told you about the functionality and behavior of Vlookup and Hlookup function, where I also mentioned Vlookup always works from left to right direction. What if we are in a situation where we would like to look up the value at right hand side column and extract the information from the left hand side column? In that case, Vlookup function will not work, but we can use the combination of index and match function. The advantage of using index and match function is these two functions can work in both ways, whether you would like to look up the value from left to right direction or right to left direction. Today's video is all about index and match function. The topic I am going to cover is how we can use index function, how match function works, and how can we combine these two functions to be treated as an alternative option of Vlookup function. If you like to know more about Vlookup and Hlookup function, the link is available in below description box. Index function is useful when you would like to return a value which is intersected at a particular cell and column. Now let's say if you would like to extract Thomas from a table. So the index function is the first thing it is asking you to select the array, which is table or a data range. And then the row number. As we can see, the Thomas is sitting at 7th row in a selected table or a data range. And then the column number. The Thomas is sitting at 4th column in the selected table, so we will type 4 bracket close enter, and Thomas is reflected here. Match function is useful when you would like to know the position of particular value in a selected range. If you would like to know the position of Thomas in a selected range, then I will type Thomas here and then enter the match function in this cell. The first thing is the lookup value. As we are looking for Thomas, so we will select the cell, and then the data range, we will select this range, and then the match type. As we are looking for the exact match, so we will type 0 bracket close enter, and we can see the Thomas sitting at 6th row in our selected range. If you like to know about the Jacob position, then you just simply type here Jacob, and then you will see the position is 14th. Now let's say you like to know the department of Thomas, so we can use the combination of index and match function. We will type index function first, select the table or array, and then the row number. As we would like to know the position of a Thomas in a particular range, so we will use match function. Lookup value, we are looking for Thomas, then the lookup array, we will select this range. As we know the Thomas is sitting at this range, and then the match type, we are looking for exact match, so we will type 0 bracket close, and then column number. As we are looking for a department, so department is sitting at 2nd column in our selected table, so we will type 2 bracket close enter, and we can see the cell is updated here. If you like to know the joining date, I will type the formula again, index, select the table or a data range, and then the row number. For row number, we will use match function to know the position of particular person. Lookup value, we will select a cell, comma, then the data range where the Thomas is sitting at, comma, and then the match type is 0 bracket close, comma, and then the column number. As we are looking for joining date, so it is a 3rd column in our selected data range or table, bracket close enter, and we have the joining date here. There is another way that you can use the index and match function to bring the same output. We will type index function here. Instead of selecting the entire table, we will select only that column where our result exists. We will select the department, as we are looking for the department of Thomas, and then the row number. We will use match function to identify the position of Thomas in particular range, so we will select the lookup value first, and then the range where our lookup value exists. We will select the first name column or a range, and then the match type is 0, as we are looking for the exact match, bracket close, and then again bracket close. We will not type column number here now, enter. and you can see the output is coming same. And if we will use the same function for getting joining date, again we will use the joining date range, and then for row number we will use the match function, lookup value, then select the same column where our lookup value exists, comma, exact match, bracket close, again bracket close, enter, and joining date. If we will change the name here, Jack, both of the values will be reflected as the Jack has the same department. Now another thing I would like to show you is that how can we dynamically pick the column number. So instead of entering the number here manually, we will use match function and then select the lookup value and then select the range where this value exists, and then the exact match, which is 0, bracket close, comma, we are getting the same output. Now another thing I would like to show you is I am going to delete these two formulas. What if I will copy this formula and paste it here? What will happen then? Look, we are not getting the joining date even after entering the dynamic formulas. If you will see the difference between two formulas after pasting, now in the previous formula it is saying A5 to D23. If you will select the new cell, then it is saying A6 to D24, which means the cell reference is being incremented whenever you will copy down the formula. So in order to avoid this situation, what we can do, we can use F4 button to freeze the position. So as here we do not want this to be changed, so we will press F4, and we do not want this to be changed as well, so we will freeze this as well, and then we don't want this to be changed as well, so we will freeze. But K5 we do not want this to be freeze, because in the next cell we would like to know the joining date instead of department, and L4 we do not want this to be changed as well, so we will freeze this cell as well. Once you enter and copy the formula again and paste it into the joining date, we are getting the joining date as well, just because of freezing the cell reference. Now if you like to create a drop down list to pick the name from a list, so we can just simply go to the data tab, create a data validation button, and then select the list from the drop down list, and in the source we will type equal to and select the range, these name that we want to be reflected in data validation list. Click on OK, and then the data validation list is created. If you will select the drop down list, you will see all the names are being reflected here. So whenever you will select any of the name, the information is being reflected automatically, and this is how the data validation works. Please like, share and subscribe the channel for more videos.